Hey, fellow roofers, Shib here. It's been a while I made a video, so I'm just, getting back in. I'm really excited to get back, break the ice and make more content on the regular. Because honestly, we come across, my team comes across a lot of valuable information because we deal with roofers every single day. We get in all kinds of conversations and, realizations, things we figure out, things we're testing. It's a messy kitchen, right? So in this channel, I would like to make it a lot more raw and actually provide content that we come across day to day instead of always like scripting and making it like typical marketing channels where it's all about, they perfect the system before sharing anything. I'm more about, breaking it down, see what's working. As long as it works and it brings in results, I would like to share it and show other people towards that direction without filtering too much. Having that said, today I want to get into a topic that we actually came across yesterday from a fellow prospect who was saying and was actually quite worried about a rumor, or you can say a myth that we hear a lot actually, and even in the SEO community, it's kind of thrown around a lot, which is, can you have your business run from home? Now, there's two parts to this, obviously. One is the actual part where, people, homeowners, your customers, if they able to see you that you are running your business from your home or an apartment building, does that lower your credibility? I will talk about that after because I do have some take on that as well. But more importantly, what I want to mention about today is, does Google care? Because that's what we really want to get to, right? Does search engines, does your actual visibility for your business matter depending on what kind of location you are running your business out of? And this is what I have to share. The number one thing is this. All we have, this is no matter which professional it is, if somebody knows, tells or claims that they know this for 100% sure, it's probably a sign to stay away from. Because Google doesn't share with us exactly what is behind their algorithm, right? That's their thing. What we can do though is see across the board of many different industries, in the contractor niche, in the roofing niche, whatever it may be, of how different businesses are treated depending on what kind of location they're registered in. And if you have that data and you're well into the community, that's an educated guess. And that's what I can share with you. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, this is what it comes down to. If you are running your business from an apartment, right? Meaning like, it's an apartment building and it's 917 Main Street and then apartment number 23. The first thing I would recommend is, if you have to build a relationship with the people on the front desk, right? And then the downstairs or whatever the guard is or whoever is downstairs, because you'd want to send, if it's possible, the mail verification to the address, not the apartment number. Because we have seen that it is somewhat looks a bit, not just looks visually, but it somewhat seems like Google does check up on different listings that has apartment numbers. And you might be asking, how do you know this? And this is when it gets a little bit tricky, right? To really prove this, because we are very into the roofing industry. But this is what I'll give you, the actual practicality. Go into your Google My Business dashboard, right? Log in into your Gmail that's associated with the business listing. Go into it, log in into it, and go to info section and look at your categories. If your category is roofing contractor, and in photo section, you have all the things open. I'll probably show this, visually so you guys get the idea. But the thing is, if you have all the functions open in the listing right from the get-go, it means that Google trusts entirely your listing. They're not waiting for you to prove to them that you're a real business before they open that up. But if you register your business in the apartment listing, that's what we often see, we see that they block off certain parts, at least temporarily. Meaning in the photo section, you will just see, I think like owner added, customer added, and then interior exterior, but you won't see like a profile, you won't see like video, some other stuff. You'll only see like 3 or 4 options, but not like 5, 6, or 7, right? That means as soon as you register the listing, Google somehow in their algorithm kind of took a guess that it is not fully safe to, this might be not a real business. So they're going to hold you off until you prove to them that you have credibility. And I'll talk about other videos in the future of how to increase your credibility right within the get-go. But before you do those things, it's going to hold those things off. That's a signal that somewhere in the algorithm, they'll let you get the business verified, but they don't fully trust you. They're going to still wait for you. And this is the stuff that happens when you register with an apartment listing in our experience. Okay, so wanted to share that with you guys because it does matter, in the end. If you are not to increase the credibility and authority of the listing, give all things being equal, 2 listings just registered with nothing else. The one that's fully open to a normal business listing that's in a business location or home location. No, Google can't tell the difference between a business location and a home location, like a residential home address, because right in the beginning they don't have any data. They just see it, it's registered with a mail verification. Before doing manual check, that's the same thing, right? So just from that, there is a difference. Apartment, there's a higher chance that they'll put you in a category where they're like eliminating certain parts, but in the other side, they will put you completely open. More chance, right? So that's that. Hope that makes sense, guys. It's just a little question that came by. I know most of the people who watches it might not make sense, or you might not care because most people don't really come across this, but it's still a very good question because the people who do come across this, it's a deal breaker, right? They really have to get out of that, what we like to call a sandbox, and get that authority to be fully open so they can keep growing their business listing. All right, so if you have more questions about this, please reach out to me down below. You can call me, text me, send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to show you exactly more details. And if you care to share with me exactly where your location is and what register, I could even take a look in, and that doesn't cost anything, right? So that's completely free from being a customer in this YouTube channel. All right, take care, guys. Talk to you later.